Welcome back.
It's been a minute.
I'm Gay Son,
I'm Thought Daughter.
and we are Gay
Gay
Son and
Son,
Thought
Thought
Daughter.
Daughter.
That was good enough.
7 out of 10 on that one.
We have an audience today. Our beautiful orange and white decrepit cat, Tot. She'll probably pop in. Maybe she won't. She was just sniffing Jordan's feet. So
Yeah, she was. She's a little freak, just like you guys. But yeah, I can already tell that she's going to make my allergies go crazy, which is good because I'm also sitting in the direct sun, so I am burning alive. Just a little. Just a little bit.
this is the first of anything I've had all day. It's really good.
No, we're both fucking hungry as shit, too.
Yeah, unfortunately. This is kind of, we have to plan around who was in the house at the time. Not necessarily because like our housemate wouldn't go away, because I'm sure he would, but like it's just awkward to be
awkward.
like, we don't have a screen, we don't have like a drape.
We need to get one of those like ASAP, actually.
Pronto, because it would probably it would benefit us a lot, because then it wouldn't matter if people were home. Anyways, so it's been a while. The first episode was filmed on my birthday, which my
you
birthday.
Guys remember that?
Did you remember that? I don't know if you remember that it was my birthday like a while ago.
Yeah.
So that was 2 months ago. 2 full months ago. It's currently June, the end of June. My birthday's at the end of April.
That's be July.
Yeah, 4th of July is already on our heels and blowing fireworks in our ears. So that sucks. But things have finally, you've finally seen the first episode. That's amazing. You will be seeing the second episode a week after. And then this one a week after that. Isn't that how funny how time works? But what the fuck? Yeah. Well, it's been a minute. Basically, it's just been a long time, but we're on track now.
It took us a little while to get everything sorted and set up. But now that the ball's rolling, I think honestly, like we're gonna be unstoppable.
I agree.
That's the hope.
That's the horp. Well, that's the truth of it.
That's the truth of it, actually, yeah.
And to kick off this episode, because I at work, our boss ordered 2 Sonny Angel hippers, and I don't know, I got like the itch, and I was like, well, I'll just buy 2, and then Jordan bought one. And so now we have 3 little Sonny Angels. Ding ding ding. It's the Volume 1 animal series. There is a monkey in here. And there better be a monkey in one of here's.
Can you guys tell that Austin really likes monkeys? Can you guys tell? I don't know if you guys know or if you guys have been able to clock that. That is actually the main reason you bought these.
I know what you're talking about.
Austin the other day literally came up to me and he goes, I was looking up Sonny Angel monkeys on eBay and they were all $50.
And they're all 50, and I wish that was a joke. They're all $50, and then there are ones that aren't just the brown little monkey. And there's like a soccer one, and there's a bunch of pink ones, which is horribly evil. If you look at any of our content, the pink monkey that's me.
That's literally his thing.
So,
and I'm a bunny, by the way.
Oh yeah, let's put that to rest.
I'm a bunny.
No one said anything yet, but just in case.
I'm a bunny. I'm not a frog. I know it may look that way in the banner art and in our logo.
That's why there's a bunny.
I'm a bunny. And originally when I sketched it, actually, I was blue. But our colors that we've always done are pink and green.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue is the background.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys catch that? But I was like, well, it has to be green. And then Austin did the sketches and showed them to me, and I was like, oh, I look like a fucking frog. But there was no way around it.
Unfortunately,
there was
Jordan
nothing we could do.
She didn't see the finished product, or like the midpoints of the project, because I was working on them at work on like breaks and stuff, until it was like done. And because of that, I had like all the line work had been recolored. It was the shading had been done, so it would have been a lot harder to change her color. Which sucks. But enough of that bullshit. Let's open our damn Sonny Angels. I'm really excited. I really hope, like, this set currently it's the Volume 1, so this is like the very first one they did, I think, of the animal series. There's a rabbit, a frog, a cockerel. It's just a chicken. Don't know why the fuck they called it that. A
cockerel.
Yep.
A cock ring.
A panda, an elephant, a sloth, an owl, a white bear, tiger, koala, Dalmatian monkey, secret, and Robbie. I am just now realizing that the tiger, koala, Dalmatian, monkey are a 12 out of 144.
They're all that way.
Oh, wait, why I'm stupid as shit.
White bear is 10 out of 144 for some reason.
It's the only one that's 10 out of... Okay.
Also, we're hoping these are real.
No, these are real. These are real. I looked at all the reviews and people were saying that these ones are real. They have the stamps on the feet,
Okay.
and everything. Like, it's on Amazon. It literally says Sonny Angel. Like, that's like the
brand.
account,
Okay.
the brand or whatever. So who's excited?
We weighed all of these, and they were all the same weight. And what was it? It was like
39 grams or whatever.
or something. But yeah, they're all the same weight.
Yep.
So genuinely, like we have
It
no
could be
clue.
anything.
I was telling Austin, he was half awake, so I don't even know if he remembers, but I was telling him that apparently Robbie's typically weigh less than the other Sonny
They are
Angels.
smaller, and I think
Yeah.
the only thing that really has like a level of weight to it is the base that it stands on.
Yeah, the little like step. So I don't know, and I'm like, well, I don't think we got a Robbie if they all weigh the same amount. So here, I'm gonna clip my thing on.
ASMR. Oh.
I haven't opened a Sonny Angel in so long because they kind of like went extinct. They're so hard to find now. They used to be really fucking easy to find.
Yeah, they used to be like so easy. We have a little like shop like near our place that sells like Sonny Angels, and that was where ages ago, before it had like its big old craze. I got Jordan a birthday Sonny Angel blind box for her birthday one year.
Oh, yeah.
This was like 7 years ago or something, and it wasn't it wasn't that expensive. B, it was adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Labubu Sonny Angel Matcha Dubai
Smisky.
craze hit. Oh my god, the Smiskies was really bad.
Yeah.
Then the Sonny Angels, then the Labubus, and it was just, yeah. So now they're impossible to find, and that's why I spent $40 on Amazon. 40, 20 for each. Do you know absolutely what is like a ramshackle home? Like, why am I spending so much money on a fucking Sonny Angel? Whatever. Anyways.
I'm excited.
I'm scared.
I haven't opened one in so long. Oh, actually, before you open it, I'm like, they already know. Hey, remember about crinkling it into the mic?
I know.
They already know which one that you want. Obviously, I would really. The Dalmatian is super cute. The white bear is actually really cute.
The white bear is cute.
I think I might have the elephant, and the rabbit is cute, and the monkey's cute.
I think that I almost like want to be like, well, it's very obvious to me that we're going to be getting the owl and the sloth, and I don't know why that's...
Don't say that.
I know, but they're calling to me from the boxes.
I hope they're not.
I hope they're not. I hope it's all monkeys. Oops, all monkeys.
If it actually was like all monkeys, I'd be kind of excited because the monkey is super cute. Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm not looking. Oh, turn around. You guys! There's no fucking way, dude.
Dude, I haven't even pulled mine out yet because you pulled yours out and I cannot.
Oh my god.
I'm actually so shocked.
I wish you were inside of my bones right now because the way that my entire everything is like jittering. This is fucking nuts.
Oh my god, it matches your rug.
Wow. You know what's crazy?
I cannot believe.
Okay. I said sloth and owl. Yesterday when I got these boxes in, I was holding them and I was like shaking them around. The one that I set closest to me, the one that I grabbed, or I grabbed the one in the middle. Or no, wait, which one did I grab? It doesn't matter.
We'll figure it out.
The one that I grabbed, I set specifically there because I was like shaking it and I was like, I was getting monkey vibes. I was like, well, there's no way. They all weigh the same. I was like, maybe it's just kind of like a nothing, whatever. Then, just right now, I ripped it open and I put my hand inside and was like, monkey. But all I was feeling was, I think, this.
I don't even know what I got.
Let's see.
I think I got the chicken.
Oh,
I did. He's cute.
The cockerel.
Yeah, I always forget they have little wieners.
They do have little wieners. So the
her
cockerel's...
blush is really cute. Does yours have blush?
Yeah.
Their blush is very cute.
It's like a little violet blush. It actually matches your top.
It does! That's so fun. Oh my god. I mean, hey, did I want this one? No. But am I happy for you? Yes.
I'm
That's
so
what good friends do.
I'm so like I don't even have any words. Like this is so insane. I could have easily spent, and I would have easily spent $40, $50 on this on eBay, on Etsy, anywhere they sell these. And now I don't have to because I spent $40 on all of them together. But like 20 this is 20 instead of 50. I am oh my god, I have no words.
Okay,
Genuinely.
well, now that you got the one that you wanted, I'm like, we'll
Open
see
that one
whatever
up.
this one is.
Actually, I'm gonna open the box. You can open the bag.
Okay.
As if that really changes anything. Oh, this one's much easier to open. Wow, that was just like a.
I cannot wait to watch that footage back of you opening the monkey. I actually can't wait. That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, no words, no words.
I'm not gonna look. Is it backwards?
Oh,
What?
it's the white. It's the white bear. That's really cool. That's so funny. We're talking about like, oh, it's the only one that has a 10 out of 144. Well, you got the secret, not secret.
Oh my god, guys, look! Oh, guys, look! Wait. Oh shit! No, where'd he go?
The bear.
I was gonna be like, he's filling in for me today.
The bear is so cute.
I'm like, wait.
Honestly, if I didn't get the monkey,
Can you see him?
I think I would have wanted the bear.
The bear is really, really cute.
It's so cute.
Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I mean. You guys know who I am. You know what I'm about.
Like, I think the only now that I got the monkey, so nothing else matters. I feel like really the ones that I would have been so happy with would have been the rabbit because it's a pink bunny.
The bunny is super cute.
The tiger.
Oh fuck! There's a tiger. Oh,
the tiger is so cute.
I didn't even fucking realize there was a tiger.
And the white bear. The panda's cute, but it's not as cute as the white bear. That's great.
Honestly though, like nothing will top you getting your monkey literally on the first try.
Like I think that's so crazy.
Am I crazy?
Ooh, hey baby, let's just keep it standing. Do you want to stand in the middle then? She has a god complex.
Wait,
is in the frame.
This looks crazy over here.
This is a giant mess. Well, okay.
Good enough. I mean, hey, no better start to an episode than you literally getting a monkey that you would have had to pay $50 for.
I feel phenomenal. I'm on top of... Oh, what's the song?
I'm on top of the world. Like I said, I can't wait to rewatch that footage of you opening that first, because that is actually insane. And here's the thing, though. Even if, like, let's say I grabbed that box and I opened it, it would have been his regardless.
It would have gone straight to me.
It would have gone straight to Austin. Like, there would have been no question.
I mean, obviously. Oh, speaking of this, actually, this was a phenomenal find. We were at our local mall, just like fucking gallivanting around. And we were there, I feel like 5 hours.
We were there for
a while. And it was closing time at the pet shop. And so we were like walking down whatever, like I don't even know where we were going to. And we hit the there's like a little like rug studio situation. So we're passing by and I'm not looking at it because every time we pass by, it's always closing time. I never acknowledge it while it's daytime. And then something about this time, Jordan takes a look over and this is the first thing you see on this like rack. They have all of them like hung up on like hangers in a row. And she goes, "Oh my God, Austin." And I looked over and it's this giant monkey head. And I was like, there's no way that that's a real thing would they sell it to me, do you think? And she's like, "Let's go check."
Yeah.
We rush inside. The guy is sweeping. He seems so uninterested in anything that we're doing. And I'm like,
"Hey,
that monkey rug. Hey, that monkey rug." And
can
he goes,
I buy that?
"Huh, what?" He walks over and I'm like, "Can I buy that?" And he goes, yeah. And he starts measuring it on like this like wooden frame to like see, I guess like to be like, oh, the price is the small frame instead of the medium or the large. And he's like, this one's $85. And I go, "I'll take it." He seemed shocked.
I was shocked. I literally was like, okay, even though it's like perfect for you and it's amazing, I did not think you were gonna take it, because he said 85 and you went 85 and he goes, "Yeah," and you were like, "I'll take it." And I was like, oh.
I needed to make sure that I heard him correctly because it could have easily been different.
You got it. Like
I got it. You know, like that's
Wearing a ring ain't gonna be no misses.
I needed it so bad. And I remember when I go 85, he's like, 85. Like, he's not going to buy it. And I go, take it. Like, oh.
I was gagged. He was gagged. Like,
I could have had a whole $0 in my account and I would have bought it.
Yeah.
Are you joking? Because I know we don't go to our mall very often, really. And so it's like, if I didn't get it now, I'm never going to get it. And
never gonna get it. Never
gonna get it. Never gonna. But I needed to get it.
Yeah, I like genuinely when we were walking past and I saw that hanging up, I've never stopped you so fast. Because I was like, even if he doesn't buy it, like he needs to see it because there's never been anything more perfect for you. And especially now that you literally have the OG.
It's crazy.
It's so cute.
It is the cutest little thing ever.
He is so fucking cute.
He has like a Wendy's Frosty head.
He does.
Which I love.
Like Jimmy Neutron, Wendy's Frosty. It looks like you dipped him in chocolate.
Yep.
He's so cute.
Obsessed with this little monkey. My little monkey.
You got real lucky today.
And now it sucks. It's like I would add like a mole.
Oh my god, so he's you.
So it would be me, but I don't want to fuck it up. I'll put like a really weak adhesive and put like a piece of like dark like a speck of glitter.
A speck of dirt.
Speck of dirt. Just throw him in the mud.
Dirty him up a little bit.
So yeah.
Show him what the real world is like.
Clearly I like the monkey. And so that means a lot to me. And I cannot believe we probably just spent like 45 minutes on that. And I don't even care because guess what? That was so insane.
And I'm cooking alive.
It is hot. Oh, our AC's broken.
Yeah, that was a new relation. Just for the weekend, just for this really nice hot weekend coming up, our AC got fucking broken.
So that was cool. That was really cool. We got a message from our housemate who was like, so the HVAC guy came and broke our AC system and will not be able to fix it until Monday of next week. Oh my god. Excuse me. Sorry, yeah, it really caught me off guard. It's getting serious in here. That sucks so bad. It like because the thing is we have like a couple different AC ports out here. This is a sunroom.
Can you tell?
Yeah, it's a little bright. It's a little sunny. It's a little hot. So it's 100 degrees out here. While when we step back inside, it's going to be a cool 75. So we're trying to keep it together.
I have like 50 fucking layers on with this little wraparound. Like I feel like that episode in Victorious where they get trapped on like that bus when it's really hot and everyone's like hot and sweaty.
Yeah, Jade,
Dan
I don't
Schneider,
sweat.
You will be fucking going to jail for that, by the way. You're disgusting.
Yeah, that was weird.
So crazy. Why did you have all those child actors wearing little bikinis like and hot and sweaty and like anyways, won't get into that. But that's what I feel like right now. Like I literally feel like and you're like Kat where she's like hanging out with the hot guys and they're like spraying her with water and they're like, ah! Like that's what I literally feel like that right now. Like it is toasty.
I can imagine you are sitting in the direct sunlight and it's only getting farther and farther over to my way, so I'm worried for me, really. It truly am. I did have a couple anecdotal stories. That probably is not the right words. I do have a couple stories I want to talk about. The first one being one that you are fully aware of, and it was when me and my friend were hanging out, and we were down by where you work. It was the weekend. We got brunch, and my friend is a drinker. She can really drink them back. And so, of course, when I hang out with her, I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm going to be drinking. It doesn't matter what time it is. I'm probably going to have like a couple sips of something. So I was a little buzzed. Okay, we came from brunch. I had like a couple little alcohol drinks. And we went from where we were like getting brunch and like got a couple drinks. And we go all the way around to like this strip of like restaurants. And there's like a coffee shop at the end and all this stuff. I had my food that I didn't finish from my brunch. Walking it down this coffee shop I go to all the time because that's where I meet her a lot of the time for like lunch.
A coffee.
A little coffee, maybe a bagel if they're not taking 100 years on the bagels that day.
They always do.
And they always do, so, you know, it's pretty rare.
It's never worth it.
We are like walking up. I never really go on the weekends, especially not during like the like morning brunch time. So I was really confused when I walk up and I'm holding my food. It's like kind of just like off to the side. Like it's like not a big box of food. And I'm like going to press the pin pad to like put my little order in. And this is the first time I'm showing my friend this coffee place that I like love. It's so good. So I'm like, oh my God, it's really good. Blah, blah, blah. Press the button. I'm not acknowledging what's happening over here until I like look up and there's like a security woman staring daggers at me and her mouth is moving and I can't hear her. I'm like, what's going on? What's she talking about? So I go, I'm sorry, excuse me. I asked that probably 3 more times because I cannot. She's behind like a fence.
Yeah.
And so I have to keep walking closer. And there's a point when I'm now between the wall of the building, a bench, and the fence and her. And maybe she was mad because she had to repeat herself so many times, but like, I can't hear you. It's so loud down here. And I'm just trying to get my little coffee and go. Like, that was the last thing we were doing. It was our last stop, and then we were gonna go home. Well, that was not the cards. Because this woman starts to get angry with me, and I'm kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, like, what are you talking about? She goes, you cannot have food here on the premises. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going inside. We're gonna leave. I just want to get coffee, and we're leaving. And she's like, so I just said the fence over here and where you're standing, that's the premises. You cannot have food anywhere on the premises. It must go all the way, like 4 buildings down on a random little Target rack. And it needs to be sitting over there. And I get so angry. I am tipsy. I am a little buzzed. My friend is standing behind me awkwardly, like not sure what's going on. And I get so like, why are you yelling at me? I didn't hear you because you were talking so quietly, and now you're raising your voice, and now you're treating me like I'm fucking stupid. So then I go, okay, well, I don't need the attitude. I'm simply asking you where I'm supposed to put this food because I've never heard this rule before, and I believe you. So where do I put it? And she just stares at me.
Which is like a horrible response.
So scary because I was like, she's going to kill me. She's going to come around that fence and she's going to body slam me.
And she's a security guard too, so it's like she could be like, okay, we'll leave.
Get out.
Leave right now. We're calling the police. Like, so yeah, like when you like snap back at someone and their response is silence.
Oh! Scary.
Just know that if you make it out of there with your life, you're lucky.
Consider yourself lucky. And boy, did I, because then I say it and then I try to diffuse the situation by being like nice. Like, I really appreciate you trying to help me, but like, I think that your tone was like not correct. It was like the 3rd sentence she said to me. Why are you so mad?
Yeah.
And then she goes, no problem. It's over there. So I walk all the way back down, put my food. My food is the only thing there. It's now baking in the sun, the hot sun. And it's just like sitting there. Anybody can come and take my food. So then I leave, get my coffee, and what's actually super irritating about that was we get our coffees, and it took maybe 2 minutes. And then I have to go all the way back down, grab my food, and leave. And now she's just staring at me mad the whole time. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, ma'am, but I don't really know what you wanted me to do in that situation. Maybe I could have not been like, I don't need the attitude, but like, you are yelling at me.
Like, you are giving me attitude. Unwarranted.
Because then I don't. That's the thing that like when it comes to like things like that, especially like security people who feel like they have have one over on you because they're security and you're like a citizen. I don't ever know how to respond because if you're being mean to me, I feel like you think you have the right. At the end of the day, we all go home and we all go to bed. Why are you mad at me? Like I'm just here. I'm just here to eat my drinks, eat my food, getting a coffee, and now you're being mean to me. So like. That's what I was saying. In those situations, I don't know how to like respond to them because either I match their energy, which is what I feel like I'm known for. Is just I'm gonna match your energy regardless of how well I know you. Like you come at me, I'm gonna come back at you, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I think that maybe it wasn't the right answer, but I didn't get yelled at or beaten up or stabbed or anything, so that's fine.
Which is honestly like such a big reason as to why you could never work where I work.
Yeah, we used to both work like retail,
mm-hmm.
And I was great for a very long time. I was there for 7 years, but towards the end, you do start kind of getting like, I think I know what I can get away with, and I'm gonna start being mean.
Snap a little bit too, like because like working in retail is soul sucking. Working in general is soul sucking.
Well, yeah.
Working a job in general is soul sucking, but like retail is genuinely.
It's another level.
It is really, really another level. It's really hard, and it's so frustrating because, like, when you talk to people, like, if you work a retail job and you're, like, letting them know, oh, I work here, I work at, like, insert big chain store.
Yeah.
Then people, I feel like they always have this sort of, like, vibe of, like, oh, so you don't really know what
so you don't really work.
It's like, I actually work 10 times harder than you, if not more, and I have random people yelling at me on a daily basis. And unfortunately, I did get out of retail. I got out of that hell, and it's the same thing. So, just know that if you're, like, trying to make, like, a career move, sometimes, and, like, don't get me wrong, the job that I work now has way more benefits, like, in general.
It's way cushier than anything you've ever had.
Yeah, genuinely. But at the end of the day, like, it is kind of the same thing at its core, which is getting bitched at.
By people who think that they're better than you.
Yeah.
Because you are the bottom of the barrel, quote unquote.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Testing my patience, testing my kindness, and there are some days where I like genuinely have to be like, yeah. So when I say you go through those doors for the bathroom, you'll go through the doors to the bathroom. Like there are days where I can't. I'm done of the stupid. I'm done with the stupid questions. Let's be adults. Let's use our brains. I'm younger than you by 50 years.
But you know that sucks because it's stupid questions is all we get.
It's all I ever get is stupid questions. Ever.
2 wrong feet, fucking ugly shoes.
Yeah, that's genuinely what it feels like.
And then okay, this is I didn't tell you about this. This is actually what I was gonna say last night, and I stopped myself because I was like, actually, I meant to say it for the podcast because like, why didn't I talk about this? And then it clicked, and then I had to be like, never mind.
Austin is so funny because we're sitting out there with our housemate, we're watching something on our TV, and Austin's like, "Oh, never mind." And so me and the housemate are like,
What?
And he's like, "Nothing. I don't want to talk anymore."
I was like, I don't want to talk anymore. I'll just talk about it later.
And then I was like, "Okay." And then it was funny because you kind of were acting almost like we were trying to like, we prompted you for the story.
No. I was just like, I remembered what I was doing here, and it was kind of like, oh crap, I literally meant to bring it up later, and then I messed it all up, and I had to kind of just like save face.
And you saved a little bit of face.
A little,
just a little
bit.
You saved like a nose and a cheek.
Just one. So this was so gross.
Oh god.
I was on the bus the other day. I think it was Thursday. I was on the bus and I was just trying to come home, you know, whatever. I get on the bus and it's one of the really, really long buses. It's not one of the ones that's like, it's just bus. You get on and there's an entrance and then there's like the exit in the middle. This is the one that has like just like segment. So I'm all the way at the back of the bus, and I'm like, it's the only place that there were seats. So I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'll just sit here and I'm, you know, minding my business. The only thing is though, there was my seat, which is a lone seat, and then there's the row behind you, like the big one that's like at the back. So I'm like, I'm chill. There's only a guy in the middle. So like behind me to the middle, I'm like, oh, he's fine. He's just like minding his business. He looked like he was going to work. He was like he looked a little sleepy. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I totally get that. I'm going home and I'm feeling like I'm like a little sleepy.
I'm a little sleepy.
But that would soon change because then I had to get on like alert mode because a man gets on the bus. So there was like at the front of this
horror
segment,
story in and of itself.
Oh, ain't it? There was like a couple people that looked unhoused, and I'm not saying that to be horribly insensitive. I'm saying that they, you know, working in retail where we are from, there are a lot of people that are unhoused, and you kind of like, you tend to like know generally their vibe.
Yeah.
And it looked like they were just like going from place to place. There's actually, what's so crazy, oh my god, there was a guy who, how do I describe him? There was the man who used to be at our at the job that we shared, who maybe carried around a basket and kind of smelled, and the cloud permeated the ether.
That man, and hey, no shade, no
judgment. He was on the bus.
That man, unfortunately, when he enters a space, it's all you can smell.
It really is crazy, and again,
he'll walk by you and you'll smell him for 5 more minutes.
Yeah. And there are people that I'm sure will know who I'm talking about. He was a very, very nice man. His smell has nothing to do with that.
No.
Let's be real with that. Like, he was a great person. He was very fun. Anytime he ever asked me any questions, he was very like, he just seemed so chill.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that. And it's like, after everything you're going through, you're still so nice, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But he was on the bus that day. And so like they all knew each other. It was like these like people that seemed unhoused. This other man gets on and he's sitting 3 seats ahead of me. I'm like, doesn't really matter. Maybe 4 seats even. Because the woman who seems to know him like waved him over and like pointed to the seat because there was a seat next to her. Mm-hmm. So he sits there next to her and I'm like, okay, this is great. I'm like headphones on, looking out the window, not paying any attention. Put your headphones on. And we hit like a couple stops. And then randomly he stands up. He kept looking at me.
Oh no.
He kept turning around. and looking at me.
Oh,
And
God.
I'm trying to look out the window so I can see him out of my periphery. And he keeps looking. And I keep getting a little more and more nervous because this has happened to me before.
Yeah.
And it just stresses me out. He gets up while the bus is moving and makes his way to sit directly behind me. Directly behind me.
Ooh.
It wasn't even like a seat to the side, because then the guy who was sitting in the middle behind me scoots all the way to the other side to give this man all the space that he needs. And he sits behind me. And that put me into like fight or flight because of a situation that happened a long time ago. Or not, maybe not even a long time ago now, like a couple months ago, with this Ukrainian woman on a bus in like, I don't even know where she was. New York, SF, LA, somewhere.
I think about that all the time.
So do I.
Yeah.
And now I can't not think about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it could be anybody sitting behind me. And I get really like,
Yes.
I clench forward. I'm like scared.
If I get on a bus, I specifically will try and get a seat where there's no one directly in the seat
Yep.
behind me. Because I'm like, if I have like a ponytail, I'm like, I like whatever. Like I always think about someone like doing something or like grabbing me or like whatever. Like you have, I mean, it sucks that we have to be
So on guard.
but it is kind of like gay son,
Daughter.
So it's kind of like we are naturally kind of on high alert at all times because you never know.
You really don't.
Yeah.
And you know, I ended up like sitting like forward in my seat. I got really, really paranoid. And thankfully the worst part about this interaction was the fact that he had an odor.
Oh.
And it wasn't like a dirt odor. It wasn't a must odor.
Oh no. What's left?
He smelled like a belly button. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? Do you know what I mean by that? Like like the back of a piercing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's like disgusting. If you have a piercing, like you know what that sounds like.
You know what that smell like? Yeah, no, that's I won't say it's like worse than like smelling musty.
No, it was bad.
But that genuinely is atrocious.
He smelled like a belly button cheese. Like it was fucking disgusting. It got to a point where even if I was like, he's not gonna stab me, I'm getting off this bus one way or the other.
There's
I was
still
like,
a problem here.
I am getting off the bus 5 stops before I have to because I can't. Then I'm like, I don't want to move because I don't want him to be like, why are you moving?
Like, because then why did he seek you out?
I don't know. I was like, maybe he moved to the very, very back so we could like have somewhere to like rest his head on the wall to rest.
Doing?
I don't know. I didn't look at him. I'm not gonna look at him. I'm scared. I don't know. That to me was very like it was scary, and then I was like, I'm smelling brie cheese on this bus. It was fucking nasty.
Oh, good lord.
No, it was bad. And then to round off bus stories, there was the one that I just remembered that was actually very spooky. And it was, I get on the bus, there's not a single soul on the bus. It's just me and the driver.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know why. I happened to like go all the way to the middle of the bus and sit in the seat that the next seat behind me was like higher up. And it's like right to the side of me is the door to jump out the bus. The next stop, a random man gets on. Everyone's random. I don't know these people. These are all civilians of my town. A man gets on, and the bus, like I just said, the bus is empty. It's me and the driver. He sits directly behind me. In the seat directly behind me. And I, again, high alert. I'm like, why the fuck? Out of anywhere you could have sat on this fucking bus, you could have sat to the seat over there, in front of me, all the way in the back. No, you sat right behind the only living soul on this bus. It's not the driver. Are you fucking insane? The closer you were, like you could have been in my fucking lap at that point. Like, why were you sitting so close to me?
Papa squat.
So we're driving, and I am getting very, very paranoid again. And I'm kind of like turning, just like, oh, I'm like fixing my shirt. Or, oh, my backpack, whatever.
So you can like catch a glance.
I was very scared. And then it got to a point where I started hearing like rustling. I had my headphones on. I mute my headphones and then I pull one out, like trying to be like sneaky about it, I guess. So that he can't see that I'm like trying to be like listening out. As I take my headphone out, I can hear rustling. Like in his like, he was wearing like one of those like fabrics that like swishes together.
Uh-huh.
And so like a windbreaker.
Windbreaker. Yes.
It was loud. So I kind of like hear that going on and I kind of turn. And at this point, I just turned. I wasn't trying to like make it seem like I wasn't looking. I just went
And sometimes that's what you need to do.
His hand was in his pocket, and he pulls it out and stops. He was going to stab me. I'm sorry, but I just don't believe that you got on that bus with good intentions. Why are you sitting behind me? Why are you rustling around in your bag in your pockets? Why are you then stopping the millisecond I look at you? You got caught? So then I stood up as fast as I could, walked over, like kind of more into the front of the bus, pulled the thing, and got off at like a stop or two earlier than I normally would, and just walked.
And honestly, I think what really saves you there is like intuition. And I also think a lot of people like in those situations get really nervous that they're gonna like hurt that person's feelings or like offend someone by having intuition and like thinking that something might go wrong.
Yeah.
And so people like often like people be like, well, no, I can't move from this seat. Like even though I'm a little worried about what this person is doing right behind me, because I don't want to offend them, or it's like an awkward situation because then I move and then I sit somewhere else. But then it's like, oh, but what if they weren't going to do anything? It's like honestly,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. Sometimes you really need to just be like, I need to protect me and mine.
Yeah,
it's about self-preservation.
I gotta go.
And like honestly, thank God that you got off the bus when you did, because that to me is so. Because like in my mind, when I get on a bus and there's one other person on the bus or two people, you know where I'm not sitting? Right next to them or right behind them.
I don't want to make them uncomfortable.
Why would I do that?
It's like like when you're on like an empty street at night, and there's one other person, you do not want to then be right behind that person. No. You want to give it some space. You want to cross the street. There's like a level of like, I don't know, like safety etiquette that you need to be remembering.
Yeah.
Ooh, my voice. Like, I don't know. You do not want to make other people uncomfortable. It doesn't matter, like, if you're in your own world. Like, there is a level of, like, you need to have, like, some foresight to kind of prevent an interaction from even happening. I do not want to be following a random young woman in the middle of the night because I happen to be walking home from somewhere or whatever. Yeah. And
they don't know you.
They don't know me. They don't know my intentions. They know that I'm a man. And that's all that matters. And I understand that. So I'm going to either run across the street or I'm going to stop dead in my tracks until they disappear from view.
Yeah.
When I think back, I'm like, have you?
What?
Had anything to show? A lot of the... Are you okay? Oh my God. 1 second. Pause. Like,
oh my God.
A lot of them, it just ends. Great, love that.
It is just sort of like I'm getting so fucking overstimulated. Now a lot of men just will use like dating apps as like DoorDash for pussy. Oh my God.
Just cancel it. Scrap the whole fucking thing. The dissolution of fucking gay son and thought daughter. And we're back. That was rough. So sorry about that.
We had to take a little intermission. Now also the lighting has changed, as you can see. It's no longer cooking us alive. And our cat is now back inside, and she will never be allowed to be out here while we're filming again, because she did actually set our shooting day back by about like
an hour and a half.
Which
maybe was fine. I mean, now that we're not being burned alive in this hot box of a room, yeah. And we opened the windows and the doors open, so we're getting a little bit of a cross breeze going. It's just not. It's no longer 100 degrees in this room, which is great.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the positives because I not thrilled.
She did fuck everything up, but it's fine.
Yeah, she did.
Now we know for future.
Yeah. So where I'm pretty sure we left off was after Austin was talking about his little bus anecdotes.
Shenanigans.
We were talking about how sometimes when you're a woman and you're like walking in, in the city, you're walking on a street late at night, sometimes men like get offended that you're fearing for your life.
Yeah.
As if that's like not what you're taught to do. But yeah, it's always like the idea of like, well, I'm one of the good ones. It's not all men, I'm one of the good ones. But it's like, why would this random woman that doesn't know you, who's walking 10 feet in front of you late at night, know that about you?
If you're one of the good ones, you're not thinking you're one of the good ones. If you're one of the good ones, what you are thinking is, I'm going to pull back over to the side and like jump on my phone really quick so that she can either pass by or she can fade from view, and then I can resume my walk. Or I'll cross the street and just get out of her way. I think that that is like a huge problem that people have. It's like, because then it's like, well, if the shoe fits,
Yeah.
well, if the shoe fits, if you are not that person, the shoe won't fit you, and you're not going to acknowledge that thought at all.
Yeah. Like they get offended by
But
the
nothing.
mere idea that a woman could find them frightening or like could think that they're a threat. But it's like, well,
You are a man.
Shit.
You are a man. It doesn't matter. Nobody knows anyone's intentions, and especially not a man's on the side of a street in the middle of the night.
No.
Or in a bus.
Or anywhere for that matter.
Or anywhere.
Yeah, it's like as a woman, I don't know, like as a woman, our mom raised us on true crime,
being horrified and scared of the world.
So it's kind
of and
like,
keeping an eye on your back.
Exactly. So for us, it's kind of like that's just how we were raised. So yeah, no, if I'm walking somewhere and a man starts trailing behind me, yeah, I am gonna stop. Yeah, I am gonna stop and pull over. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the phone and call the nearest police station and ask them for help. Like, I don't even.
I'm gonna order a pizza. Like, like, yeah, of course I am, because it's like I don't know you, and I don't know you. That's my purse.
That's my purse.
I always think it's so funny because it's like they sort of assume that like, well, I should be trusted, like I said, because I'm a good one, because I'm one of the good ones, or because I'm this, or because I'm a nice guy, and it's like, well, no one knows you. So, like, maybe drop the ego.
Yeah.
Don't get offended that a random woman that you doesn't know you would be a little concerned that you're trailing behind her. And do the right thing and jump into traffic. Talking about men, speaking of men, I went through a bit of a dating phase in the span of time that we weren't filming or anything. So it's been about like 2 months. And I just wrapped it up, like, completely.
Put a bow on that.
Put a little bit of bow on that because... I kind of go through these phases. I think it's like probably like once or twice a year. I'll like dedicate some of my free time and I'll like be actively going on dates or going on the apps or trying to meet people. And sometimes there's like really fun experiences and I get to like meet a new person and like it's fun and it's fresh. And other times it's like, oh my God, you are making me literally want to shoot myself in front of you. Like, and I think the thing, it can feel like a little, frustrating or like what's that word where it's like demoralizing in a way.
100%,
because it's like it almost feels like, oh damn, like I have nothing to show from this dating phase, this little 2-month trek that I went on. I don't have anything to show for it, like physically. Like, I'm not like holding up a boyfriend and being like, look at what I found. Caught one.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, catching boyfriends isn't actually that hard, but it's finding a decent person that is the really hard part. You
can date anybody and you could go out on the street and someone will want to be your partner, but it's just never going to be like they're on like level 1 brain activity.
Yeah.
And if you haven't gone through enough in your life, or you haven't, really sat with yourself,
you don't know what you want,
experiences, you're not going to be on brainwave 5 like we are. Like, you need to be like elevated, because there are people that really do just date. And they're like, so I met him like a couple weeks ago. We've been on a date or two.
He's my boyfriend now.
We're dating now, and like he's my boyfriend. The fact that I knew so many different people that were like that, and then they'd break up in like a couple months and be like, oh, it's fine. I'm dating a new guy. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Those are like serial daters, and I would not consider myself to be one of those. Yeah, at all. Because, scary. Like, not to toot my own horn, but in the dating phase that I just got out of, it was like 2 months long. Like I said, I did have a couple chances to have been like, locked down or been whatever.
If you had less high standards, if you were if there was like less really like that you were looking for, if this was like purely like I'm just doing it for fun, like, yeah, you can be my boyfriend for now.
Yeah,
because that's not really what we're looking for.
No, I think people get confused by the concept of like dating to marry or like dating long term, like wanting to find someone that you can call your partner.
It's a partnership
long term.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even know if I personally ever want to get married per se. I don't really see that for myself, just because, growing up fat and ugly, it's kind of like not something that's like really on my mind. I didn't grow up being like, my wedding dress is gonna look like this. No, I never felt that way, so it never felt like an option. So I think for me, it's like, the whole concept of like, anyways, I'm dating because I want things to be long term.
Yeah,
I want to find someone that I can be with for a long time. But the way that I kind of went into this dating phase was sort of like, every time that I go through one of these phases, I sort of have this like ever growing like lessening of expectations in terms of what I'm expecting out of this connection. Not lowering. Yeah.
lowering my expectations, my standards.
Not lowering my expectations for the other person and what I expect from them and how they treat me. No. I just go into it now thinking like, well, if this person is good enough to be my boyfriend, then that's great. And if they're not, then we can have some fun if that even feels right. And then we can part ways. Like it's kind of, I don't know, I think when I was younger, you ever heard that quote where it's like everything I've ever let go of has claw marks in it?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it always felt. Like it always felt like I have to take what I have to take what I'm given. I have to hold on for dear life. I have to make it work. I have to just like wait a little longer, like lower my standards a little bit more, and then maybe something will work. And guess what? Nothing did, because I wasn't staying true to myself, and I just was sort of like bulldozing anything that I could have wanted because I thought that was all that's all I would get.
Yeah.
And so now I'm a lot more willing to sort of just like let go of shit. Like, because it's kind of like, if it's not working, it's not working, and there's no point in forcing it. Like, there is, what, 8 billion people on this planet. Like, I'll probably meet over the course of my lifetime, like,
hundreds,
maybe thousands of people, who knows? Not like just dating people, that sounds crazy. But like people in my life in general. And it's like, I can't expect this random person off of a dating app to like be the one for me.
Right. And I can't remember who's, I mean, this has been spoken about like at great lengths by many different people, is like, why am I specifically, like, of course, because it's easy, I live here, but like, do I really think the love of my life will be in the same city that I've grown up in my whole life? Probably fucking not. Maybe we are lucky enough to live in like a pretty large place with a ton of people. It's like very diverse, but that doesn't always mean that like
that doesn't equal finding love.
The people here in this place are gonna be the one for me. Like,
they're really likely not going to be.
If it's like, oh, you think your soulmate is in the town you grew up in, maybe not. Maybe they're in fucking Dubai. No, maybe not Dubai. Maybe they're in like Thailand. Maybe they're in fucking Mexico. Maybe like
they could
somewhere.
Be anywhere.
They could be anywhere. But what it takes is like the ability to like to not like keep your guard up necessarily, but like to not lower the expectations to the point where you're like, you're never gonna find that person.
Be discerning.
Who is exactly.
Yeah. And it can be really hard too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here now because it's oh my god, sorry. I'm gonna have to like center myself a little bit right now. I'm not gonna say that this dating phase that I just went through like didn't have its moments where I was like, damn, this shit sucks.
Totally.
Like, of course, it like I said, it can feel like really demoralizing. Like, going on dates with someone and then like having it just not work out, or opening up to someone and having it not work out, or spending a good amount of time with someone and then realizing actually this is not what I want.
Yeah.
It can feel like, oh, that kind of sucks, but I am proud of myself because, like I said, there was a lot of points when I was a lot younger and I was dating where it felt like, well, I've already sunk so much time into this, I might as well just keep it going.
And that is a trap that so many people fall into. Back in high school, I think about this all the time because I had the same opinion back then because I remember talking to my friends about it and being like, oh, well, fucking Michael and Annie have been dating for 6 years, and I can tell Annie really doesn't really want to be there anymore. And I'm like, and what advice are you giving her? Yeah. Are you telling her to fucking get out, or are you just saying, well, it's been a long time, you really might as well just keep going because it's been a long time, and if you stick with it, maybe you'll get married and have kids, and you'll die alone and sad. And I think that's fucking insane. Get out.
Do that. A lot of people, they just settle.
And I think that another thing that people tell others is like, well, maybe you're just going through a rough patch. It's been 6 years. Like, you had really good times, really bad times. Like, maybe this is just like one of those bad times and you'll get back to a good time. Why do I have to subject myself to good and bad and good and bad and bad and bad and bad? And then maybe with like the hope I'll get back somewhere good. If it doesn't work, just cut it out. Like,
just end it.
There are so many people on this planet. Like, if it was a good time, it was a good time. And I learned my lessons and, we had a great partnership for a while, but if it's not working and it's been a longer period of time where it's not working, like you are allowed to just go and move on and like go fucking start, take a walk and start smelling the flowers again. Like, there are so many people out there.
There's so many sexy flowers for you to go and smell.
Yeah, so many flowers for you to go pick and pollinate. Like, I mean, come on now. I think it's crazy to lock yourself down, especially at such a young age. Like, if you think you really hit the jackpot, found the one, like, I doubt that, and that's probably religious psychosis speaking to you through, the church and Mormonism and Christianity, but like,
or just honestly, like,
society.
social media
Yeah.
society. Like there is so, unfortunately, there is so much horrible, horrible, horrible advice on social media about like being a single woman, and like, there's a lot of really, really horrible advice. There really is. And
So
I've
much of which you've
encountered a lot of
seen.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've encountered a lot of it. And I think, in my personal opinion, me adding to the horrible advice, imagine, um,
So I suggest that you
you should
actually,
find the first man that wants you, stay with him forever, have 50 children.
and then when he leaves, you don't be surprised.
Yeah, don't ever ask him to marry you. Don't ever say put a ring on it. Just keep having the children. Um, no, I think, in my opinion, the best thing I've ever done for myself in terms of dating is be as blunt and as assertive as I want. I think holding back what you're like actually wanting out of something with someone is the worst thing you can do, because then what happens a lot is like, oh, let's say like a woman, right? They're dating a man and you want something serious, but that conversation never comes up organically in the first like couple of dates, and then by that point maybe you've already kind of been intimate, where you've gone to their house or you've met their friends, and so then you start feeling like, oh we have to be serious now, right? So that you never want to bring it up, you never state that you're looking for something serious, and then like a month goes by, 2 months go by, you have not said a word about how you feel, you have not said a word about what you want, and like in any aspect, and then the guy's like, I'm just like not looking for anything serious.
And you know what's crazy? That entire thought you just had can
Mhm.
be summarized by Chopper Owen's song Casual. That
Literally!
entire fucking song is that.
Yeah. Like I just think it's always going to be a waste of time if you're entering into an intimate relationship with someone, a romantic relationship with someone, even platonic, but more about the relationship, like romantic wise, if you're not saying what you want.
Get what you want. You have one life. You might as well chase what you desire.
Yeah, closed mouths don't get fucking fed.
And unfortunately that is the harsh reality of life.
Yeah.
If you keep yourself quiet and submissive and you allow yourself to be walked on, you will never be happy, because you will never be getting what you're looking for.
No.
Life is all about grabbing you by the balls and chasing what you're after.
Because Austin and I, we do have differing opinions on specific things when it comes to dating. I also think that it's just like the reality of, I date straight men or I date whatever, and then you date
men that date women.
Yeah, exactly. And then you date men who date men. So I think there is a little bit of a difference there in terms of like how these two kinds of men are socialized or whatever.
There are overlap, but
they're
not,
because they're still men. At the end of the day, they are still men.
Correct.
But yeah, I think like being the cool girl, being understanding, like overly understanding, cleaning up after him, cleaning up after his mistakes, I think it's just like a really horrible decision to make. I think
you're not his mom.
No, you're not his mom. You're not his caregiver. You're a human being. You are a human being who has so many options and so much time and life ahead of you. And I think settling with someone because you fear that you can't find any better, you don't like thinking, I'll never find a man who treats me correctly, I'll never find a man who wants to do this with me, I'll never find a man who doesn't make fun of me, I'll never find a man that doesn't do this, that, and the other. And like locking into your head that you don't deserve better than what you've settled for is such a mistake. And yeah, rounding it back, I think every woman on the first date, be as blunt, be as assertive, and be as direct as you can.
Because if not, that thought process can get you killed.
And that too.
Locking yourself into
you
a shitty situation, girl, if you just let yourself get pummeled, like it can end very poorly for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think wasting time on not being direct with men, it's just stupid.
Totally.
Because I also think a lot of women get scared about like speaking their mind because they go, well, what if I scare them off? Well, then he's not the one for you.
Exactly. If he can't handle you being just like direct or blunt or like just asking for what you want, and he's like, I don't know about that, get out.
Ask yourself this: why would you want to be with a man like that anyways? I want you to picture your future. Let's say you're someone that wants kids. You're someone that wants a marriage. You're someone that wants this, that, the other. Why would you want children with a man who like won't open your car door? Why would you want children with a man that won't cook you dinner if you're sick? Why would you want children with a man that won't come and pick you up? Why would you want a life with this man who doesn't do what you want or need? Because guess what? He's not going to become a magically great father after that. He's not going to become a magically great husband just because you put a ring on your finger. Like, nope. It's not worth your time. And like, I think it's funny because I'm sure someone's going to be like, well, you're saying all this and, I'm sure that you were direct and whatever, and you have nothing to show for it. Because I didn't want it.
Because she wasn't finding,
what I wanted.
exactly what she was looking for.
No. And guess what? I don't have a boyfriend because I didn't settle. I could have, but I didn't want to do that.
Always aim higher than what you think you can get, because guess what? You can be surprised.
Yes.
You can be very surprised. What do they say? Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. And that, I think that literally can work in any format.
Yeah.
Dating, job opportunities,
yes.
asking, like begging for a raise, like anything. You can have anything you want if you really set your mind to it. And maybe it's not like your first option, but if you're still only shooting for the moon, you will eventually either hit the moon and steal the moon, or you will land amongst the stars. And that's really, really important to know.
Yeah. And we were talking about jobs a little bit earlier, and it's like a little very small little story, but it goes with what you're saying about the whole thing of like, you know, even if you don't think you're qualified, like in terms of a job,
Lie.
like just either lie, like just apply places. Like I got out of working retail because I was on Indeed and I found the listing for my current job and I had none of the experience required.
Actually fucking insane.
I had none, but I wanted the job. So I applied and I got auto rejected because the AI scanned my resume and was like, she got nothing that y'all want.
And then you called. That's something people don't do. That you need to show you want it.
Yeah. I called them. And it's actually really funny now that I think about it, because I called and I actually didn't get through to anybody. And I'm trying to think, I'm like, I don't know if I called on a holiday or if I called on a day that maybe the office was closed. I actually don't know. But I called and I got a voicemail. So
it was the weekend.
Maybe it was the weekend.
I remember that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And so I left a voicemail and I basically just said like, hi, I applied on Indeed. It got rejected, but I would love to speak with someone there and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like maybe 2-3 days later, I got like 2 calls and 2 emails from my now manager being like, when can you come in for our interview?
We are ready.
And I was like, oh, okay. So I went in, did the interview. I was scared shitless. I was so scared. I had never worked in a office job before in my whole life. I'd only ever worked in retail.
Very highbrow.
It was very highbrow. And I remember being so scared, and then I think it was like maybe a week later they gave me the call and they were like, you know, here's your job offer. We'd love to have you. So all that to say, I had no experience at all in the job that I now have, and now I've been working there for 2 years. I just think, like I said, you got to go for what you want. You got to be assertive. You got to be direct. You got to be blunt, because if you're not going after what you want, you will literally never get anything you want ever.
No more passive activities, no more indecision. Like, we are heading into a very tumultuous time in this world, and I think more than ever, you need to be like fighting for what you want, because we don't know how much time we have left here, and if you're not begging and grasping at what you're looking for, you're gonna look backwards and be like, fuck, like I really could have done this, I could have done that, it's so many what ifs, and it's not worth it, and we all deserve so much better than what we have. Remember that.
Remember that always. Remember that always. Never settle. I don't care what it's about. I don't care if it's relationship, job, anything. Never settle. Because you're like you said, you're gonna look back a couple years from now and go, damn, I'm still in the same space that I was, and I've settled, and now I feel like I've sunk so much time into this and I can't get out, which is never true, by the way.
Never.
I don't care how much time you spend somewhere, whether it's a job, in a relationship, in like if you have like a shitty apartment that you hate, like it is never too late to completely 180 and change that and get out of it.
Totally.
Yeah.
100% agree. And I mean, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching and listening. I hope you had a good one. I know it was a bit of a rough ride this time around, but we will be back.
We learned our lesson.
Oh, we learned our lesson, and we will not be filming at this point, like at this time, ever again, and we will never have our tot back out here in this fucking blazing room ever again, because yeah, what a mistake.
Very big mistake. But we learn, we live, and we learn.
But we learned. And thank you so much for being here. You know, I'm Gay Son.
I'm Thought Daughter.
And this has been Gay Son and Thought Daughter. Thank you guys. Bye. Subscribe. Bye. Send a little comment or like a like or something, like just so you know that like people actually watch this.
Because that'd be like really great. Okay.
Mwah. Mwah. I ripped it open and I put my hand inside and was like, monkey.